All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rekha Kodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Salutations to all that I can put his word with true sincerity and with charity. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, whom the word and he calls God, and Jehovah Bahasham is in the name. Yahweh Shai is his son's name, the word and he calls Jesus, and Rekha Kodash is the Holy Spirit. And as always, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites, according to the Holy Scriptures, as well as the speckled bird, the scattered Israelite foreigners scattered amongst other nations, whose outer appearance may seem to be of those nations to whom they've been scattered to, but whose lineage, their line, according to the tribe of their fathers, go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You are Israelites, no matter what your outer appearance may seem to be. And as always, I'm the brother Yediah from the Great Millstone Branch here in Chicago, and I'm back up to another lesson. It's gonna be a response to this video that we see here on the screen, and I'm gonna go to YouTube and play it. Basically, you had this guy that went into the what he sees working in these high-end bars and these high-end social spots where nations of people to go. And he's so-called black man, I believe he said he was in like New York or something, but this is what he said he experienced about his own people, black women of his nation, right? And what he experienced. So we're going to play a little bit of the video, and we're going to bring out precepts and Lord willing is edifying as we go along.
I was a little hesitant about making this video for obvious reasons, but I decided against it because I decided to make it because, there are young brothers, young black men that might be needing to hear this. So here goes.
Let's get into why it's so important.
Start right there. Nobody's black. We are the Israelites. According to the Holy Scriptures, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. We are the children of Israel. That's who we are.
Important not to idolize none of these couples online. Y'all familiar with Rose and Brett? The interracial couple that got together and, supposed to be so cute online and all that stuff? Yeah, they going through it right now. Let's talk about it. When I say let's talk about it, I'm not saying, hey, let's spill their tea, because I don't really care about their tea. But what I do care about is the fact that so many of us see people happy on.
And according to the Scriptures, there ain't no such thing as interracial marriages. Now, the men of our nation, we're free to deal with any woman that we please. Why? Because when you have sex, the reason of sex to procreate, that child that's going to be made is going to be whoever that man is. So if I have sex with a Chinese woman, right, it's not going to be a Blasian baby. No, it's going to be an Israelite baby. It's going to be my son. He may have the features of this woman or look like this nation of people, but according to his lineage, his line, through me, he's what I am, an Israelite. You see, but when it comes down to our women, when they go ahead and play the color line, they bring forth heathens. You see, they bring forth tares, enemies, the enemy seed. You see, so off the rip, our women doing these interracial datings and swirling, unless it's a speckled bird, is off.
And we be like, oh, I want to be just like.
And a lot of them, there's been various stories about women, black women, that go off and try and, get with so-called white men, and they end up murdering them. But let's continue.
Not knowing nothing they really go through. This girl then said, oh, he came about to save my life, gave me nothing but good hope. Me and my son's lives. Even hooked up with other, interracial couples to kind of make it seem like, all black women should go this way, too. Only to now be on live and cussing him out, going off saying how he was a bum sleeping in somebody's basement, she paid for everything, and yada, yada, yada.
So I worked in the hospitality industry for quite some time, being in the fashion industry, club promoter. I worked in a lot of restaurants. I've been in that industry, and I thought I'd upload. This is what my resume for my hospitality industry looks like,
So he shows his credentials. He been in the clubs. He been servicing in the bars and all that, right?
I worked at Flex Muscles. I worked at the Lobster Club. I worked at Jeremy's. If you know Flex Muscles, she's the same, Alex, the same person. She owns Hexter's. Very nice person, very nice restaurant. Check it out. It's on the Upper East Side. Lobster Club. I don't think that needs explanation. If you're in New York City and you know upscale dining, you know the Lobster Club. Jeremy's. Basically, Jeremy's is the only upscale bar on the Upper East Side, and I was the manager there. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, see, when I became a manager at a lot of these establishments, one thing that I came to learn, and it broke my heart, and I'm not gonna lie, it fucked me up then, and it still has fucked me up till this moment. I'm not gonna lie, it really has affected the way my judgment towards certain people. But
So this is what he experienced working in these situations, and he said it messed him up, right? Let's listen to what he's saying. We'll go into the precepts.
8 out of 10 times you see a sister come in there, a black woman come in there with a white guy, she's footing the bill.
Right.
That blew, like, they had me convinced with all the videos on social media that, yo, these white men are out here killing us, they're taking our best women, blah blah blah. Till I got into this industry, started working, and my dude.
And that's all a pipe dream, you know. You have the women of our nation and all these other, you know, all the enemies come up against the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man in particular, and throw all them lies out against him, man. When in reality, this brother and the scriptures speak about experience, a man that have traveled, he know of many things. So he been in these spots and he's telling you, these women, these jigaboos that's going out with these white men, they paying for him. They're trying to appease that so-called white man because they think that he can save them. He can offer a better life than them, when really it's all a lie, man, and social media, man. And our women, it's a rebuke on our women because our women have fell hook, line, and sinker for that same ideology, man, which came from who? The devil, the self-proclaimed white man, the Edomite, their enemy. Here it is. He told you that you don't need a man when the scriptures tell you that you need a man where no hedge is, the possession is spoiled, right? You didn't listen to all the lies that he said. The so-called black man, he ain't strong, he weak, he broke, when this whole system is set out to destroy us, chiefly the Southern Kingdom, right? And fast forward to today, you got the prophets out there and you still look down upon the men of the Lord and still take hold upon those lies of the serpent. But let's continue. We're going to hit these precepts.
A lot of times, 8 out of 10 times, you see a sister at an upscale restaurant with a white guy. She's footing the bill. It blew my mind when I started learning this, when I started seeing it. Jeremy's on the Upper East Side. Look at it. Go look it up. It's the only
It's something that he's seen often.
Bar on the Upper East Side in New York City. And so basically that whole, you could imagine the kind of clientele that comes there. And every time I see a black couple come in there, the black man is paying. Every time I see a black woman come in there with a white guy, the black woman is paying. And I'm like,
and that shows you just how far gone our people are. You have you have the men of our nation, you know, so-called black man, you know, they try and down him the most, and he still be rocking with them, you know. But when it come down to it, our women treat us and regard us. They don't esteem us as our true value, man, and that's the problem, man. So what the scriptures tell you, we're gonna grab, I'm gonna hold Isaiah 32, I believe it's 32, and then we're gonna hit this Micah, because our women have really gone after Satan with these lies that they have told about the men of our nation, man. This Micah chapter 7 and verse 7. It says, therefore I will look up unto Yahweh. I will call for the power of my salvation. My power will hear me. And that's what we're doing. We're waiting on the Lord. You know, we're going to let the Lord plead our case. And the Lord sees everything that's going on down here. It says, rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. Right. And the men of our nation, you know, in times past, we was really brought low. But the Lord, via the preaching of his word, has returned unto us, man, and is rising us out of those graves, man. And now you see the men of the Lord stand upon their feet as seeing great army. And from my experience dealing with the brotherhood, these some of the greatest men on the planet. Superheroes, man. Literally. So all them lies that the serpent and told that our women have taken hold of, guess what? When the Lord come back, he's the ultimate judge. He gonna set the record straight, man. And those men that you least esteem, that you look past, hey, we're going to be known in that day. This Micah 7 and 8, rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, Yahweh shall be a light unto me. It says, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him. And this is a part of our judgment because we went against the Lord. You know, now we have to suffer. But it's cool though, because we're going to bear that indignation. And ultimately, the Lord is going to take these curses off upon us. It says, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. And the Lord, he's going to come back and set everything in his rightful order. You know, we just have to be patient. It says, he will bring me forth to the light and shall behold his right, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? And we go out, we tell our people, we tell our women that we the gods, that we God's chosen people. And because of how we've been treated as a nation in this country and all the lies and the propaganda and the brainwashing that's been done, hey, our women, if they're not of the elect, they don't believe us, you know. They're not that, you know, that special remnant that was allotted to believe in the last days. They don't believe us. They just see what the white man portrayed us as, man. When really we're the superior superior man on this planet. You see? And I got a testimony because I work and I'm in a club scene, you know, and I'm in that environment. And last week, it's like your last week. You know, I had essentially I was at a, you know, I was holding my post in a spot or whatnot, and I seen two black women, and it was a small head. It was a Jewish guy. He was in a spot, and he had a whole club on, real piece of shit. Looked just ugly. He had like a blue suit on, probably stank too. I ain't get too much close to him, but lo and behold, I look. You had the nigga woman on hand and foot, dress on in a club, throwing ass on him, and he was running away from her, but she was trying to put the ass up on him. And this is real life testimony. I'm sitting there watching the whole thing break down, and she's literally throwing herself upon him, right? So she, you know, she stopped throwing ass and she tried talking to him. I guess he just, you know, walked away or whatnot. And her friend, you know, her friend was right there, but you had this simple Jake, which had a table in a club, you know, which in the earlier half of the club. It's like if this is, you know, a long-winded video, it's just I'm just trying to get the point through the spirit. But you had this Jake, and you know, clean cut dude, you know, I don't know, he seemed to have some type of money, so I'm not sure who he was. But, you know, he had the chains on. I guess he went to the bathroom, and on his way coming back to his table, he had grabbed the same chick hand, you know, to you know, like try and talk to her, and she like kind of rejected him at first. And well, she did reject him. You know, there's a black guy. He's not an ugly dude, pause, you know, but she rejected him. Then he got to talking to her or whatnot, and she was still reluctant. The whole time, 5 minutes prior, she was just throwing ass on a whole small hat. And this guy looked like shit. Right? But fast forward, he ended up talking to the Jake. I mean, he ended up talking to the woman or whatnot. And I guess he told her he had a table or whatnot, and then she had went for him. But point being, he had to show he had money. He could do this and do that before she even considered him. But when it came down to this so-called white man, is this Amalekite, she was just ready to throw the box on him. Because when our women see the so-called white man, they look at him as the way out. Because they fully forsaken and bowed in their mind. They're bowed in their mind, and they don't see no way out of this. They just think that this is what it is. Our men are destroyed. This is the only way we're gonna live a semi-comfortable life, is by selling out. And that's gonna show, it's gonna work to their downfall, you know. But I'm gonna finish this and we'll go back to the video. It says, Micah 7 and verse 10, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Right. And all of our people that trust in this place, when the Lord break the strength of this place, truly, all of you women are gonna you're gonna feel it, especially if you don't have a man of the Lord. But let's finish playing this.
There's this, you know, that song, looking for a guy in finance, whatnot. There's a guy that lives in that neighborhood, old money. He works in finance too. I made a video about this during the whole drizzle era. I made a video about it. This guy comes in there at least 3-4 times a week. Multiple women. majority of the time is sisters he comes with. They foot the bill. And, you know, being a manager at an establishment, I can't, you know, I have to be nice. I have to, you know, whatever my personal feelings are, I have to keep. So I come, I laugh. I'm like, damn, dude, you be out here killing it. You know, this guy called himself the Ebony Slayer. This guy.
So you got the example. He had this regular client that comes in with different black women. Because just to give you a secret, black women, the men in other nations, they only look at you as whores, as harlots, prostitutes. Yeah, they give you some money. You know, they had a time with you, you know, for the night. But that's all you are. You know, that's all you are. That's what they're saying. You know, they look at our men as a joke. You know, then they take our women. You know, and God knows what you do behind closed doors, but that's what they look at you as, whores and prostitutes, man. Our companion, the so-called black man companion, is looked up as is. But what should be his companion.
Brings in different sisters, 3 to 4 every week. They foot the bill. He takes them back home. So the reason I'm saying this is, young brothers, don't stress yourself. Literally, do not kill yourself trying to foot the bill for a life that you think or people have convinced you you're supposed to provide. And
that's the importance of listening to the scriptures, man. Attending your ear unto wisdom, because the scriptures tell us, hey, how a woman is, gives us the nature of a woman, man. All this stuff that Jig be falling and Aaron is sending through, the scriptures already gave us the game to it, man. That's Sirach 9:2. Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. You got guys that do that. Get they all to a woman, get all they prized possessions, and she fuck you over, man. Nah, the scriptures tell you to keep the preeminence, to be first with any and everybody, man. With your family, with your sons, with your daughter, and with your woman as well. You got guys that got the game messed up, thinking that they got to go out and listen to these fresh and fit guys. They got to make 500,000, you know. All this bullshit that's not scriptural, man. You see? First Edges 4:23, and he just talked about how a lot of guys nowadays, they have the mindset that they gotta take women on dates and all that, man. Look, if a girl like you, she like you. It's as simple as that. You don't have to spend no money, you know. First Edges 4:23. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, and to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion and goeth into darkness. And we have stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his loves. The scriptures tell us, admonish us to, hey, don't give your strength unto women, man. You know, don't go out your wits to appease women, man. And as the elder Jeremiah say, women are the most it's a word that he used, which means easily to change, not fragile, but the word slid me right now, but women, they change like the water, man. So it's not wise to invest your all into one or into any of them, man. Right now, the focus is to push this word. We get our women in order and do all that what we want to do in the kingdom. Right now, we got to push this word. That's what's important, man. Keep our eye single upon the kingdom. But going back to it, it's First Edges 4:25. It says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women. Right. And that's what you have today. You have a lot of guys, Aaron, sinning, you know, not serving the Lord to appease women, man. It did on top of that to appease women that don't want you. Right. And that's the bulk of our women. Going back to what they said, they you know, the bulk of our women, especially if they don't acknowledge this truth, they don't want you jakes, man. Look at how they treat you. That same rhetoric that the white man put upon you, they use it when they talking to you, man. You know, I'm not telling you that you can't deal with black women. It'd be wise not to. You know, if you find one that you know, that don't interfere with what you got, so be it. You know, that's not a problem. That's not a hassle. That go as you would have her. Hey, rejoice. You know, between a man and a woman, that's you. But on the real, though, you know, from that video, on my own experiences, hey, these women are not worth it, man. You know, especially the women of our nation that have that mindset, oh, the black man ain't shit. You know, when we're the greatest people on this planet, the greatest, strongest, beautifulest, most athletic, most desired man. And literally, that's how you know we at the end, you know. Our women are going backwards to heathens, man. When the Israelite man, he's a the he's hot right now, you know, a hot commodity. And on the flip side, the black woman is the least desired, you know. I don't know what's gonna happen to this video. Lord willing to stay up, but you know we're gonna speak on it. We still gonna preach this word. It says, yea, there be many that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. And if you are wise, you will listen to what the scriptures are telling you, and you won't fall and be deceived by same said thing.
This world right now, shit is hard. Save your money, plan for your future, invest in your future. Don't get caught up with this.
And the only thing that's worth investing in is this truth, man. Because everything else, as the scripture tells us in 2 Peter 3rd chapter, this place is going to be the heavens and the earth that are now are reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Everything that's here in this place, the Lord is going to destroy. The only true investment is investing in the kingdom to come. You see? Other than that, hey man, don't fall for these women, man. 1 Timothy 5:14, I would therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully, right? And that's the order that women should be in. You know, you women that believe, that's how you should be. You know, guiding the house, you know, be a wife to your husband. You know, if the Lord give you children, raise up the children. The Lord gives the order. Give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Who's the adversary? Esau, Edom. On the flip side, he telling you, I don't cook, I don't clean. You know, I can have hoes. I'm a street runner. And the scriptures you read up, it tell you to not do none of these things, right? It says, for some are already turned aside after Satan. And even to this day right now, you have a lot of our women that are going after Satan. And the brothers quoted, you had Lil Wayne. He said, these hoes love me like Satan. And it's true. You know, they are totally going after the wine, you know, the witchcraft, the philosophies of Esau, Edom, a self-proclaimed white man, his mindset. The Lord said it, ye are your father, the devil, the lust of your flesh, you will do. Roughly paraphrasing, you know. It says, for some are already turned aside after Satan. So a lot of these women are not even worth it. You see? And it's a lot of other precepts we can get. Matter of fact, I get this because that's another one. No hedge, possession spoiled. This Sirach chapter 35 and verse 21. A woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another. You know, a woman will receive every man, but this one woman is better than this one. You know, let's take it with a grain of salt. It says, the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. You know, and as a man, you love to see a beautiful creation. You know, I praise the Lord. I see a beautiful, damn, Lord, why do y'all bash me outside for creating such a beautiful thing, you know? You know, I don't get simple, of course, you know, but so be it. It says, if there be kindness, meekness, and nothing, it's like, if there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, right? And a man that has a woman, that's your possession, that's your property. Thus say the scriptures. It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. And that's what you should be to your husband. Whether he have a lot or whether he have a little, still you should be behind him. You know, being that pillar of rest. It says, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. The hedge is the man. The possession is the woman. Where no man is, the possession is spoiled. And you have a lot of women that think they can hide behind dogs, a locked door, you know, a taser, some pepper spray. In the days to come, which the scriptures speak of the days of trouble, Jacob's trouble, ain't none of that shit gonna help. You see? You're gonna need a man, and not just any man, a man of the Lord. It says he shall be as a covert. You see? It says, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled, and he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning, right? And with shit, you know, but everything, not following the Lord, everyone suffers, man. You know, with no order of the Lord being followed, it shoots everybody in the foot. It says, who will trust a thief well appointed and that skippeth from city to city? So who will believe a man that have no house and lodge wheresoever the night taketh him? Go to this Isaiah 32. It's Isaiah 32:1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. Those princes is the elect, 144,000. Is the 144,000. You know, those fellow joint heirs with Yahushua. You know, that's going to sit on those thrones. It says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, from the chaos, the trouble that's to come. As rivers of water in a dry place, and as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Say you're in a desert and you don't have no water, no shade. And then those things appear. That's how important and beneficial a man of the Lord is going to be in those days. I'm going to jump down to verse 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. And Babylon and great America, which you have nothing but a lot of mother city, metropolis, really goes into mother city, cities that are fashioned to basically to live for women, or it's like it's set up for women, right? It says, rise up, ye women are at ease. They offer women a comfortable lifestyle. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. You live in wanton, carelessly, undisciplined. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail everything you've been accustomed to. The gathering shall not come. All the benefits and the trinkets that you get from the sober clan white man, the Lord's going to cut all that shit off. Tremble, ye women are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. And when you equip sackcloth, that means it's mourning. So it's going to be some shit going on. It says, they shall lament for the teats and for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Going back to that Micah, says she should be trodden down as a mire in the streets. So that's the judgment to come. And that's how the Lord will get a lot of you women that have that mindset that the black man, Latino man, Native American man ain't shit. The so-called white man and all these other nations that are inferior, they think that they are superior, in which they are not. The Lord gonna make a speedy riddance of you. Lord knows the edifying less to whom need to hear. Call her name La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakha Korash. The one said elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Citation to Allah, I can put his word to say to a cherry. Shalom, Bragatham, Wa Kwame Ashrala. Shalom.